Before we dive into the treasure that might be lying quietly in your drawer, I want to take a moment to ask you to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a chance to uncover hidden wealth in your own home. Today, we are going to explore a piece of history, a small coin that carries a story far bigger than its size, the Malaysia 10 Sen coin. At first glance, it may seem just like any other coin you've seen circulating in your daily life. But for collectors and enthusiasts, this little disc of metal holds memories, history, and in some cases, extraordinary value. Imagine a coin that not only served as a medium of exchange but also captured the very essence of Malaysia's economic and cultural journey. That is exactly what we're dealing with here. The Malaysia 10 Sen coin, part of the Malaysian ringgit series, has a story that many overlook. Most people have passed by it countless times at shops, buses, or street markets. But to a collector, it's a symbol of heritage, a piece of history that has survived decades of change. The design, the minting process, the subtle variations in years, and even the tiniest imperfections can create a coin worth far more than its face value. You might be sitting at home with a stack of these coins without realizing that some of them could be worth hundreds or even thousands in the collector's market. To truly understand the value of the Malaysia 10 Sen, we need to step back in time. The coin was introduced as part of Malaysia's decimal currency system, replacing the old system that was inherited from colonial times. Its design features iconic Malaysian motifs, carefully chosen to represent the nation's identity. The first series showcased the hibiscus, Malaysia's national flower, alongside the denomination and the year of minting. Later series incorporated other subtle design improvements, and each minting year tells a different story about the nation's economy, challenges, and aspirations. Collectors often focus on certain years that are particularly rare due to low mintage numbers or unique minting errors. For example, some years saw a smaller production of 10 Sen coins due to economic adjustments or production changes. Coins from these years are considered highly desirable. But it's not just the rarity, the condition of the coin plays a massive role in determining its value. Coins that have retained their luster, with no scratches, dents, or signs of wear, are often sought after for premium prices. Even a slight discoloration or a tiny scratch can impact the price, which is why collectors are meticulous about grading coins on a scale from poor to mint condition. One of the fascinating aspects of coin collecting is the thrill of discovery. Imagine reaching into a box of old coins that belonged to your father or grandfather and finding a Malaysia 10 Sen coin from the 1970s or 1980s, perfectly preserved. The excitement isn't just about monetary value, it's about connecting with history, with the people who used this coin in their daily lives, and with a time when life was slower and every coin mattered. Each scratch, dent, or discoloration tells a story of hands it passed through, of marketplaces bustling with life, and of everyday transactions that built the nation. For collectors, the most valuable Malaysia 10 Sen coins are often those with unique characteristics. This could include double strikes, misaligned designs, or coins struck with wrong planchets. Such errors are extremely rare and can push the value of a coin far beyond what any ordinary 10 Sen would ever fetch. Even subtle differences in font, spacing, or relief can make a coin desirable. Professional grading services often examine these details closely to authenticate coins and assess their true market value. The market for collectible coins has grown exponentially over the last few decades, with collectors willing to pay top dollar for the right piece. Now, when we talk about investing in coins like the Malaysia 10 Sen, it's not just about buying and holding, it's about understanding history, appreciating design, and knowing what to look for. Some collectors focus on completing entire series, collecting every year, and ensuring that each coin meets specific standards. Others may hunt for rare minting errors, variations, or coins from years with limited production. This dual approach of historical appreciation and rarity hunting is what makes coin collecting so intriguing. Every coin has a story, and each story can turn into substantial value over time. Let's not forget that these coins were part of everyday life for millions of Malaysians. They bought groceries, rode buses, and perhaps even saved a few coins under the mattress for emergencies. Unlike modern digital transactions, these coins were tangible, a physical connection to daily life and commerce. That's why collectors feel a deep emotional bond with coins. They are small yet powerful symbols of memory, culture, and history. Holding a Malaysia 10 Sen coin from decades ago is like holding a tiny window into the past, a reminder of simpler times, of economic shifts, and of personal stories that often go untold. The thrill of finding a rare coin is unmatched. Imagine attending a flea market or visiting a local coin fair. Amongst hundreds of ordinary coins, one stands out. Perhaps it's the shine, the design, or the subtle irregularity that immediately signals rarity. This is where the excitement peaks for collectors, especially those who have been hunting coins for decades. Years of experience teach collectors how to spot coins that others might overlook. Sometimes, the difference between an ordinary coin and a valuable one can be microscopic, a slightly off-center strike, a different hue of metal, or a minting year that saw very few coins produced. If you're just starting your journey into coin collecting or revisiting your old collection, the Malaysia 10 Sen coin is a perfect example of how value isn't always obvious. While many may dismiss it as just another small denomination, its true worth can surprise you. Coins from the 1970s and 1980s, especially those in uncirculated condition, are increasingly in demand. Even ordinary coins from the 1990s, if well preserved or carrying minor minting variations, can fetch respectable amounts at auctions. Collectors often rely on patience, attention to detail, and a passion for history to make the most of their collections. Every coin discovered and every story uncovered adds to the sense of accomplishment and joy. Now, let's talk about storing and caring for your coins. Proper preservation is crucial, especially for older coins. Exposure to moisture, heat, or chemicals can damage a coin and reduce its value significantly. Many collectors use protective cases, gloves, and specialized storage boxes to maintain their coin's condition. Proper storage ensures that your Malaysia 10 Sen coins remain in pristine condition for decades, preserving both their historical and monetary value. Remember, the difference between a scratched coin and a flawless coin could mean thousands of dollars in the collector's market. Finally, after this long journey through history, design, rarity, and the emotional connection that collectors have with coins, it's time to reveal the true treasure. A Malaysia 10 Sen coin, especially those from specific rare years and in excellent condition, can command prices that would astonish anyone who sees it for the first time. Some of these coins, particularly uncirculated specimens or those with unique minting errors, are now valued at hundreds or even thousands of dollars each. What started as a humble piece of currency has transformed into a coveted collectible, a link to history, and in many cases, a substantial investment. So, if you have been storing old coins or find yourself drawn to the humble Malaysia 10 sen, take a closer look. You might just be holding a piece of history that is worth far more than you ever imagined.